How do you keep your man satisfied without?
This is why I went to Japan to get me a wife.
Don't ruin it.
Yeah, don't ruin it. I said, that's why I ain't married no black woman. You know what I'm saying? I told my mom got so mad when I said that, but I'm just keeping it real. Like, come on. Like, I asked my wife for a glass of water, and she was pregnant at the time, and she ran to the kitchen to get it and came back. And my mom's like, why you got this girl running to the kitchen? I said, I didn't ask her to run. I just asked her for a water, but that's how they do it. That's I don't know why they do it like that, but they hurry up and get you shit. When you ask her, I asked her really nice, hey babe, can you get me a glass of water? And she just jogged to the kitchen.
Right.
I don't know why she did that.
Yeah.
And my mom was mad. And then from that second on, my mom was in her head. And by the time my mom left, my ex-wife was already acting like a black girl, doing all this. I was like, fuck.
Mr. Kevin Samuels, what do women in the West tend to do to other women?
Single women keeping women single.
This is a certified hood classic.
To this day. To this day.
Got my traveling hat. Got my traveling lady.
Sunday fun day.
This Asian girl makes her man so happy that the man started singing in Chinese. You guys better thank the great ass-clapping, cheek-slaying messiah, Genghis Khan, for making so many beautiful Asian women.
Hi, I'm Songji from Korea.
I'm Nikki from China.
My name is Kotala. I'm from Japan.
We're going to talk about do Asian women like a black man? Oh, I'm like fully out of my, sorry.
Once you go black, you're gonna need a wheelchair.
Hi, I'm Fitri from Singapore.
I'm Bis from Thailand.
She is very gorgeous to me!
Now, have you guys ever wondered why Western men love Asian women? Because of this.
Because I like to spend a lot of time in like Japan and stuff like that. Girls are not known for big asses over there, but some of those girls, they have like nice ass.
Oh, yeah, because you have an Asian fetish, right?
No,
Bang ding dong, his stone cold eye.
don't have an Asian fetish. Don't put the evil on me.
He waved his finger.
Don't put the evil on me, Ricky Bobby. See, look.
Fetish might be too much.
Yeah, because I know I asked a girl, like, oh, show me your feet. She said, oh, do you have a foot fetish? No, I just like feet.
Right.
No, but for a long time, I can honestly say that Asian girls were my favorite preference because I've met a few Asian girls that treated me really good. They just have a different culture.
Now, are we talking Asian girls from Asia or ones who were born in America?
Both.
Okay.
I used to be married to a Japanese woman that was straight from Japan.
Right.
And I married her for a few reasons, but the main reason was I was like, I'm never going to meet another woman this good that treat me like this. I come home from the gym, bath water ready. She put me in there. She washes me, dries me off, put my clothes on. And my food is ready. I'm sitting in front of TV eating
Sounds
food.
like a masseuse.
Dude. She just catered to me, and I didn't have to ask her. That's the way she was, right? And that made me like go after more Asian women, right? And all of them not like that, but the ones that are very cultured and from other countries, yeah, like Thailand and Japan and the Philippines and different. They are more.
Now, the way a woman treats you as a man is going to be the exact same way she's going to treat and raise the legacy of your children. Now, what's the biggest difference between the Asian culture woman and Western woman?
Western women are doing something that women in Eastern Europe and other places in the world don't do. And it's a very simple version of it is, in most countries in the world, if a woman's above 18, she won't be dating a guy she could at least see the possibility of marrying in the future. That's the basic premise. They will date you if they see that under the correct circumstances, if things work out, they might end up married to you with children.
1, their femininity. 2, they're compassionate.
You want to take my order?
You want some rice?
3, Asian women tend to be more catering and more supportive of their man.
Perfect.
am the commander of this house. I decide what I do. Be quiet. Cook. Shh.
Yes, Daddy. Oh, yes. Yes, Daddy. Oh, yes, Daddy.
Seeing a woman act like that in the West is equivalent to you seeing a giraffe kissing a rhino. Seeing women act like that in the West is equivalent to you seeing a Bigfoot riding a unicorn. Seeing women behave like that in the West is equivalent to you seeing a school bus stopping to get gas, because you never see it happen. Because women in the West, they have lost all traditional core values of being a woman.
I got into a force. I hate his ass.
I got now in 3 different countries.
I cheated on everybody I went with.
Whereas Western women just think, oh, well, he's funny. I'll just fuck him for a few months and whatever. Oh, now I have a kid. Oh, I'm a single mom. They don't think ahead. They don't think, will I marry this man? If you would ask the average 19-year-old American girl who she's gone out with, would you marry him? She'd be like, no. Then why is he fucking you? Like, why? For what now? You know, so it's just a completely different view on relationships. The view is completely skewed, and it's skewed because women have become more masculine in the fact that they believe that them sleeping around or sleeping with a bunch of people is no different than a man doing it, which is obviously completely wrong. Everyone with a brain knows that.
So tell us a little bit about what y'all do in the industry.
I am a Brazilian queen.
Oh. Oh.
All day, all night.
Okay. And you?
Suck a lot of.
Oh, you suck a lot of.
Throat go.
Oh, throat go.
What do you prefer a man to make?
What the fuck? A trillionaire, bro.
Trillionaire?
Yeah, what the fuck?
Okay.
A trillionaire, like, or a billionaire, at least a billionaire.
Yeah.
But, like, I mean, honestly, I know I'm gonna be making that shit in the future, so I don't even care about that shit.
Oh, like OnlyFans?
No, OnlyFans.
You're not with that? No. That's good. I like that.
But you see, like I have an OnlyFans. I post on Instagram. I post sexy pics of myself, and I go out. Like my fiance lets me go out. He lets me have a good time, and he'll stay at home.
So what?
Wow.
You're the man of that relationship. You know that. Yeah. You want a girl boss posting naked pictures going out. He's staying at home. You in charge.
What's your body count?
I would say like 150.
Oh! God damn.
Yeah, almost like 200.
Haram.
Now, Mr. Andrew Tate, what is the #1 trait that men look for in a woman?
You know the #1 thing men look for in a woman? Loyalty. Who said loyalty?
I did.
Now, may we have the one and only Miss Filipina P come explain to us the biggest difference between Asian culture woman and Western woman.
Western guys complain that their women are sleeping with too many men. Yes, they do. Do you think that a woman's body count matters? Like they're sleeping a lot with a lot of men. Do you think it's important?
Of course it is. Because it describes what kind of woman you are. If you sleep with so many men,
with the whole barangay?
Yes, it defines who you are.
And and I think it's problematic too.
Yes.
How about you, Era?
Yes, for me, it's no, because when I sleep with a man, and that man will be my husband, and I can.
So you believe in the no sex before marriage?
Yes, it's a big no-no.
So I'd presume you're still immaculate.
Yes.
Okay. How about you, Candice?
You don't want to be used and abused.
Okay, so you don't want to sleep with a lot of guys?
I don't want.
That's why I don't blame a lot of men for having a little bit of Asian persuasion, a little bit of yellow fever.
Yeah, I'm quite attracted to Asian women. I'd say for 2 reasons. You know, I find myself attracted for 2 reasons. Number one, I think that, to generalize in a bit here, they're more feminine. And number 2, they look good.
In the Asian culture, they're very loyal. You know what I mean? Especially in Korea. Korean culture.
As a matter of fact, this black man loves Asian women so much that he is starting to look like an Asian. Look at his eyes. You can barely see him.
He needs some milk.
Those are fun women. Those are not the serious women.
Right. I look at those women like ninjas that I'm trying to avoid. Like when I go to the club in Miami and I see these chicks who just have BBLs and they just stand around just looking at dudes and stuff. Like to me, those are like enemies. Like, I just assume you have the worst possible intentions for whatever dude. I don't trust you. I wouldn't bring you back to my house. Yes, I would like to fuck you, but I am not going to or pursue that in any way because I believe that you are pure evil.
Bro, I take it a step further. If a woman got BBL and big fake lips, I don't even want to fuck her.
Really?
No, I don't want shit to do with them.
Wow.
I just, for me, in my opinion, I just don't like the way it look. But I'm an ass connoisseur. I like real ass.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It don't have to be a big ass. It just have to be shaped nice. You know, because I like to spend a lot of time in like Japan and stuff like that. Girls are not known for big asses over there, but some of those girls, they have like nice ass. You know.
Oh, yeah, because you have an Asian fetish, right?
No, I don't have an Asian fetish. Don't put the evil on me.
He waved his finger.
Don't put the evil on me, Ricky Bobby. See, look.
Fetish might be too much.
This man loves Asian women so much that he starts singing China's national anthem.
Back to the thing you're saying about Asian women. When I think about it, like, all right, so my girl's Armenian. So she grew up in this community where societally the way that they relate to each other is a little bit different. And very early on, I started to realize, oh, she loves to clean up after me. She loves to cook for me. She loves to take care of me. And the first time that I ever brought her around my mom and my girl went up to go get me a plate of food when the food got served or whatever, I didn't even have to get up. I didn't think about it. She just brings me over a plate of food. And my mom says to her, like, why are you doing that for him? Make him get up and get his own plate of food.
Oh, yeah, so wrong.
And I'm just thinking, look at what feminism has done to our society, that my mom thinks that she's doing something wrong by loyally serving her, what would go on to be her fiance. And I understand where my mom's coming from because she probably grew up in more of like a sexist environment where she thinks that that's wrong. My girl, she likes that. That makes her feel good to be able to,
Right.
do things for me.
Right. My mom did the same thing to my Japanese when I was married. And I had to tell my mom, I said, Mom, this is why I went to Japan to get me a wife.
Don't ruin it.
Yeah, don't ruin it. I said, that's why I ain't married no black woman. You know what I'm saying? I told my mom got so mad when I said that, but I'm just keeping it real. Like, come on. Like, I asked my wife for a glass of water, and she was pregnant at the time, and she ran to the kitchen to get it and came back. And my mom's like, why you got this girl running to the kitchen? I said, I didn't ask her to run. I just asked her for a water, but that's how they do it. That's just, I don't know why they do it like that, but they hurry up and get you shit. When you ask her, I asked her really nice, hey, babe, can you get me a glass of water? And she just jogged to the kitchen.
Right.
I don't know why she did that.
Yeah.
And my mom was mad. And then from that second on, my mom was in her head. And by the time my mom left, my ex-wife was already acting like a black girl doing all this. I was like, fuck.
All right, but so I gotta hit you with this now, is that is the stereotype about successful black men, is that they reach a certain degree of success and then they, go find a white woman or Asian woman or whatever, and they don't want to create a family with black women. And then there's a lot of people in the culture now who look at that and...
That right there. I hear that shit so common.
From another country, you bring her back. Please understand that her vendetta is to have a better life for herself. Passport bros go to third world countries and purchase little girls and turn her into a breeding mare. They're little girls, you're sick.
But you have to understand, a lot of us, 46, be 47 soon, each day that goes by makes me more grateful that I'm divorced. I thank God every day that I'm divorced. If you want to get your passport and go overseas, you're welcome to it. Bye. I mean, maybe there you'll find women who are okay with being treated like doormats. I don't know.
Now, if you analyze this with your cheek-slaying Sharingan, it's another way of a woman trying to gaslight you, manipulate you, guilt trip you. It's a woman's shaming tactic, because isn't it funny that these girls don't want you, but yet they don't want to see you happy with anyone else? Isn't that fucking trifling and disgusting?
They're all about just encouraging black people to date each other and stick together and not date outside of their race because they think that, you need to create strong black families. You think, like, how do you feel about that?
Well, I think that black people, most black men, we are, if we're going to date or marry outside your race, you already was interested in women outside your race. It's not that you, now I got successful, now I got to go get me a white girl. They probably was already dating white girls and Asian girls and Mexican girls before they got super successful. And do any guy really, really want to get married? I think what it is, you find a good girl that you love and you really love, and then she's the one who, like, most of the times, like, pressures you into getting married. Like, it's some guys that are looking for marriage and want to start a family and stuff like that. But I think that it's a negative thing that black women, it's a negative narrative that black women say, oh, once he got successful, he went and found him a white girl and stuff like that.
Now, I don't care if you guys forget Taquisha and get yourself a ling-ling. I do not give a two rats ass fucking in a ranch Dorito bag who you guys date. If you guys are white, black, Mexican, dating an Asian woman, I don't care. Just as long as you treat her with respect, you treat her with honor, and you can provide and protect for her. Because in the Quran, it states, if you can provide and protect for your woman, you can have multiple wives. Now, if you can't provide and protect as a man, you don't deserve dirt shit.
You're broke! You're fucking poor!
You know what it is for women, the most desired? I want to see if you guys guess it.
For women?
Yeah.
The most desired?
Yeah, like the most swiped right on.
South American women?
That's weird. It's Asian.
The most desired women are Asian.
Like they're the most swiped right on dating apps.
Now, I wanted to conduct a CSI, a cheek slaying investigation. I wanted to know, why are so many men attracted to the features of Asian women? Now take a look.
I suppose this may be getting awkward for some of you, especially for those who have an inclination towards Asians. But it's actually not so weird. Studies have shown that, at least for men, there is a clear preference or attraction towards neotenized faces. And this is regardless of ethnicity. Men of all types were more likely to find neonate features attractive. And since Asian people were more likely to have these features, it's only natural that a high percentage of these men were also drawn to Asian people. So in many of these cases, what looked like Asian fever may have just been cuteness fever. And this is regardless of the person's actual age. According to these studies, neotenous faces were perceived as having higher sociability and femininity, whereas those low in neoteny were more intimidating.
Asian women are so beautiful. It's just how they carry themselves. I'm not knocking my black women. I love black women. You know what I mean?
Okay, but why is this the case? Why are East Asians more neotenous?
There's this saying, Asian don't raisin. Now, have you guys ever wondered why Asian women look so young and beautiful? Because, for like most Asians, puberty does not hit us. Our parents do.
What you say to me like that? How dare you? You talk to me like that one more time, I turn you into char siu bao.
Now, before I end this video, I would like to share my dating experience among different cultures with you guys. And just like Skittles, I enjoy tasting the rainbow. So I've dated black chicks, white chicks, Latina chicks, Venezuelan chicks, Middle Eastern chicks, Asian chicks. And my top 3 favorite races to date. Now, this is just personal preference and from my experience. And I asked myself, why do I enjoy dating these types of women? And I made a list of what they had in common. Now, the traits they had in common were they were friendly, fit, cooperative, supportive, caring, cook, and clean. And I saw a future with them. And I saw that they can be the mother of my children. Now, if you add all these ups, it equals to being a good, loving wife. And the top 3 races were, the first one was Latina, but she was very cultured. Second, Middle Eastern. Now, Middle Eastern women are a little bit tricky because they are Muslim, and what they're going to do is they're going to try to convert you. So it's going to be a little bit of a problem, but it shouldn't be a problem if you guys are willing to convert. And last but not least, Asians. And fellas, that's it for today's video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe.
Perfect. Perfect.